No 360 on DSTV so ye wo ho no mo enti ye kasa na say ye bonkomo ye obetim de wasem bi se biaba e ya dwenche so wodi atam de amintimi nkenkan fa mo kasa no so ho ente ebi mo se ye osunu nyina na edi nkonim ebi so se yeso ye bo adwuma pa etimi aboa ama ye candidate na ye support no etimi awini kama enti ebi so bisasa de bi isere na ebi nso so ana enti ene honorable Samuel Wuku Esquire ewo hase obepie mu ewo omanfo mu Akuapem North constituency a wona ye mrahye bedwani wo honom obeka se osie the candidate na ready kan honorable what na
Major Sana.
Mesanso ma wutiri nkwa
Ye chi dase
media
for no de momo nkwa abato ni bi nti na ebi mu so amonti ase na ebi mu ti mu de bibia no mo de ye nkomode ne se na ne odi ni ja no ni se ni fa but ye na ye twin kwan se na okan ye osno kokroko ama na okoni na edi nkoni it we don't take it as a personal victory even a victory part ni na edi nkonim
okay
but one me so be ya adwen se nipa bi so boa na ma victory ne so be mo inti na potoka se mo say you are magnanimous in victory and also you gracious in defeat nipa ni mo a call akensie no ne minim so ne say omo na NPP adehye
okay
na yekobo mo suntonto and a party esi ahene ne etu ahene for omunyansen mu obia ne omu nchem omo ka se dodo no ase omadwen no omo de bema mira Dr. Mahmoud Baumia nti oma yentri nkwa udi se oma yetri nkwa eba de Baumia side na oma yetri nkwa so as a party a udi se oma yen esanse nye independent candidate election ye ko se kwa akoyi okendini obedi eyoso kokroko amane oko and on the basis of that no party no fulfill any wishes on that
okay
and for me I think it was a victory for the party
minim sese ye shem komo boss say na ya share asienso en free wo manfo a wusi wo manam e wo mahye bedwemu a mamim bisa se abra na sa kensie yi koi na wo Dr. Mahmoud Baumia afa ana wo support o manfo edi uhwamo ana
o wa mani me hamo esanse mo ba me constituency for instance ma mention say mfi yera ya o say duchum ono enya 1 yera kwabnaje Japan ono so nya miensa 3 oba yera Kennedy ohine Japan ono enya 82
okay
oba yera Brian Champion doctor ono nya 117
okay
and oba Dr. Mahmoud Baumia nya 566 nti omo kai me kai mira na Dr. Baumia so ye he sees Akuapem not to as his home on the Sawosopi on the Abe walks honom bena they also know say the constituency so mo MP eyo mo mrahye bedwani na yonko so pa na yera Baumia ti me sure some de ni na so to nsane ani say say ye share ye MP na ye MP so be bi oginani a dodo na abeka me ho nti anya me wan say Dr. Baumia nya very significant vote for over 566
okay obi beka say ewo mu say ye share ye MP de baby o hono ma yese bi obi popo nani ehunehuna bi ewo mu eye bibisa na
obia nya ne free will
but beginning no odi bibi eto wo mu adwene mu wana
obia ba bebo into me constituency all the 5 candidates ebe campaign
one restricting will be from seeing them
all. In fact omokra ba bebo dwa no be omo campaign na baby omko ompese omuhia delegates ne hosa mitimi suggest just them on be be hoso se na be omu na betimi abe mo abetie mo nti oba na omutie owi anom de waton sene ni the only thing is that the other candidates ne ba on manko bi meme de ba na me call say you don't have to give mixed signals.
Okay.
And you already nkomo ama hu say ha na me gina. But me respect almost choices. Me can't the delegate. me sanso de to omonim se baby a osusu gina no ma opani hu se wo ye adwuma no
okay
na dankwa ma bia no so ye wi abato no hu se me coordinator ono so boa me se me wini o me wini o na me wish you na well and you discuss way in December.
Oh, as a kind of mobile basi January.
Yes.
Oh, mobi ate na ho ase.
Mobi ate ase. So ye share obia na ye hwen obi amfa na dwen enye campaign na moy but media aha na migina. Na ne enti a migina house de to omani.
Okay.
And Dr. Bamia policies ne vision. The better now if it is so can be no. They told us a migidi se. Maybe I jina now as a party. No bit me a boy and me to me in 2028 year Dr. Baumia.
Okay.
Now so why doing a different and yan tokwa? Was also no far or do a time in our person time. You see year your baby bow. You see a susu year no baby boy.
Okay.
And I think with that set Obian why he was prevented from campaigning on the concept, not a single person.
Okay. Minim some to abani wie enche bia de. But said the obo boss no. Ebi anto amfama but do na de etoma. Obi tinse obaka say ye mpanyimfo e bi no ye very vindictive. One to ama no nkwa no de wasi tamkuru emu. Eba no wo ma to ama wona ebi and wo edin komana because ebi no man ye obvious say me ni wafa
okay wo bi sa mo bi pi in fact dana ye to abase me koto ma ba me fi ho no na me nipa ba ko a ono ye me polling station executive o sanso na no ye ken coordinator na me ntime me to aba wi a me ko na me say yawo say a bubble 5 no you da say obefrɛ me na me mefrɛ na aface so no esi ye ya kai me and also one abo umum na he besu ye so ya na akai
munya ntunu e hono hu se wan hwe awo
na me ka chen so na me choose me voice well the Barack Obama can say let prosperity trickle down nti say ya ni aba be show hu bia ya na akai wo MP eni na de asesa
I see. Do because wo mpesi so de yasumji nko
ye me yamom party amom nyina fan all the sides
do mo obi oto de want to mu nyina
because ye wi ade na say ne da yenim ne so nti me ne constituency executives na edwen ho hawa ye betimi odo edidi me catch your mansa na ye beto aba in December see ye no ye as a constituency because ye san wa so de see boy nuanum so mo akuapem sa me hono seat ni nya dia te ya etani omuso so edinsa wo so mo na yeso how e beboa omuso so no so matimi age om seat ye fie ne joa e man ye easy for me and the team to also support almost also effort in recapturing the seat. See fie answer no mo mujitum nti ye hono de abno bibeka say Dubai America we interest and Iran we interest in the honor to
I see. Ain't now no boldly ubetimi aka say umanfo ehye wenimonyam based on baby ana ujina ne the
because nkebe ya nkebe nimguase so
e di
amame na se da bia betina wa fidie so na me ba be bom anum tu na results by nke o se mirror win the so na so mo fanchere only obi mpene production for am go hey nti no kwani nyame anim na da no so aye to aba me kodu na UTV crew wo ho Peace FM wo ho am say ene no say me manfo omo kai me bread ni mirror
no mutie wo
but that notwithstanding no me do ma say nya obi an nya ne sa omo hye me ni onyam ye na nyonyam mi so omo hye mirror so nyonyam nti for me I think say anyame wanwa pi anyame wanwa but there's something interesting about this year's presidential primaries in 2023 even though Dr. Baumia winning 14 out of the 16 regions the total number of constituencies are winning you know na 213 213
okay
this year Dr. Baumia winning 14 out of the 16 there. But the total number of constituencies are winning here 232. So meaning gaining additional 19 constituencies account, which for me was significant.
Okay.
Very significant.
Nanka me baba bit
okay.
ti esi honomo. Osha a dear pa na you know before elections and ade no yen sem phone tin no monfo bebre ne yedin ko bi won ma videos no ne ade. Do you think say otimi gaini sa you know other constituencies nyina eka ho because of you know sympathy and kofobi enyama no ana binum hu ne say oh maybe attacks on him no were too much and na say the message or the call ye na omo resonating with eyesa message na nunti no omo nya ne mugidie
Broni beka say every multiplicity of factors.
Okay.
Niema pi ne ka bo mu ema na susu ne nkum de ne di kan ono no personal attributes, ne personal values. Nkofo hu ni say obi a one ne hojo. Two, or sanso so kanipa bo. And three, they also think say he's presidential. Or you be a or a leader. It's made any D anymore. The personal Yaman American. Aside that, now they also feel so say, or nyansane ideas are a nyesikan kwa bebeti me abwa na say or no so yeshani a why in terms of the track record. No ye mampenia bedi eche the contribution to governance. And then another man and comfort on phone so to electricity. Now that man, the digital sector, Opel passport, Opel driver's license, the driving of the fintech sector, and there is a seeker 7 to train the fintech, a small loan, just a whole gamut of issues. I face on a contribution and man here wa buying the loyalty to party. And man I here will be a man I could box my mind, not from or the donwa the no boy for real. And aside that party for no zoom say he's their person.
Okay. Na
onibia obe honest akacho o biswa or the bema and obe boa so so unkwoti. And I say owayemu yesron ko a it makes it very easy so obe konanim and then akoche asemu here and no personal attribute. The other factor me jidi say no so boa no the message. Say no kre yakwa abato yo anye ye. Nanso achias we mu ye. Say na 96 je Kufuor call ya ye nya ni mugidie. Say anye ye so ye mo ansiesie Kufuor ne bebia ye to sin fa ne nkobie mu. Okọ ye no okogi tumi man. Na do call ne dikan call ne tosu mienu anye ye bo ne chidom ye tana na echi okoge ba. Na ono Dr. Bamia no ketwi bi. Was in a mess so Kufuor kwado nya 39 or shase me menya 41 mo boa me a miss mean to me mamona and his message and again the other message for me and also resonate is also with the party the welfare system for party for no at the electoral area polling station app omujidi say Ushemwa, Obeka se me winning a meboa party for, but in Shishane, the meboa party for, and you're clear. His thinking was that, so when him nipa na die here no won't him one. Obo opese to an suku so, na ban baswa. Opese o ye adwuma. Obo no opese o didwa. Obo no mo ne ba na e pe bibi. Ene sa na ma no. And he says, ye the sane man na no e de gu eye bo ba kumu. Ne hu say Samuel could say, Bassett Nap, a president Baumia or Ibia, New Yan is called Bedija. Sani Pana, no any here, Sam. Inti every 3 months or 6 months, Nipaninya and 1 year you wouldn't film. Na ye dear near or no near bibina abashim.
Oh, so you have a system.
You have a system. And now no more Kasa or Conifon so. Now our boss or say, for instance, Abia Wako. Manfe Presby A polling station. Ebia youth organizer or within the Ebia Kwabena Minta, medical cancer. What number is say. Or you know when you know on the phone so. He had everything in his hands. Tinanya papers empty a man of who they felt that sense of connection. Say enya dia because we are cradian meeting. And then again his other message of bringing some stability to appointment. Eba wabetena konwa so as mampani onipa ne bedi mampani wi a abna okọ nanimu ayeden party for no more benya film no eye omo gina mu ama mampani
okune ni word say access
okay, because enye easy he becomes an asset of the state,
okay,
not just for your party. Into one here protocols are polling station ni ebe fi kasapen and as we fi bomber ababere mampani e wo efficacy e den now so and yes, person be human penny trap photo keke. And he has some or the better name. But saying he has some what was structure so one nipa no wenya ni die and then he has some answer that. Oh twa kwam every man penny. Na emo so hia man penny won impesua so a obetimi adana se man penny menya sei obaba so saa ebi kwa na man penny mpokra no onya we ban hyehyɛ na ode ato akwan amani panenya. But the appointment na make no. And he says, his message of 10 appointments per constituency was also a major game changer. Now, that I'm betting on if it is my example. Obeko constituency be appointee on way back a DC. Tisa DC, you know, bibia ko bibia ko say ono na omodano. Sabi ono so nyares won tiapo. In terms of resources, and any more bit me aboa. Now, ubet me about another constituency. Ubet me about 7 or 10 or 11 appointees. To some me was say 9 or 11 appointees in one constituency. So 11 when and your constituency in the lobby mampeni appointee. Mampeni ni individually. No the juma share sir. Inti no e just say nipa no or love and loyalty to party. Because any party for na board mananya. But with Dr. Bawumia's game-changing policy or not the buy and say near bay and say ya to abaye amabedi momampeni. May reserve over 3,000 appointments for the 276 constituencies out of the almost 7,000 appointments at present here. It be a board. It be a board chair, board members, CEOs, deputy CEOs, ministers, deputy ministers, ambassadors, deputy ambassadors, Inti constituency we mama 10 qualified people la. Sebe ombitimi agina musunsumu amamo na memfomo enkwa adwendwen mu ti satan na odi amama mpani no mampani ehwe baabi odi ombehye no akache mo constituency for say mo 10 qualified people la mo de breme because article 58 article 59 of our constitution vests the powers of appointment in the president inti sa ni pattern no enye omo no mo konkran kolobi e constituency no no makase mo present mo ti se moko na se mo adwuma ankoso ani 1 e wo mampani aban mu 2 e wo mo ne ye ne mo nkita odie with party for no at the constituency and one say party for ka se mampani ye ne de abena brewo e gidi se ma abena nkotena touchline kakra na ye mfa obi mpe e mehye mu man e me gidi se to maso. Okay. Then the third one was our campaign structure. Your campaign was not just at the top. Our campaign was happening at the electoral areas. Because electoral areas, when the polling stations now. You can see Dr. Bawumia in the north. But the campaign ABA happened was Shayo Sudoku.
So the most spreading more tentacles since
no. Or no the amount na muhun.
Oh, but behind the scene beneath and it's
every constituency. Many constituencies say and I had 6 different campaign teams.
Oh.
Yes, working in my constituency.
So the strategy are more adapted, you know.
Well, when you want to win, you have to devise a strategy to win. And at Dr. Bawumia's campaign, he was clear in his mind. Say, Abano, you be win you be lose, it will come from the polling stations and the electoral area. And our campaign teams were, you know, the electoral areas and polling stations.
I see.
And no air course on also senior members, the various constituencies, Abia, Yera Namha, Haja Samira Namha, Abia, Honorable Sechi Mensa Bonsunamha, Honorable Parian Sanamha. Anthony Cabo Namha, Nana Kumia or this side, Samir Oku or this side. See, you just be focusing on Dr. Bawumia. But about 50 to 100 of the others are in the other constituencies.
I see. Now, you share figures. I free a buy.
That's right.
See, you share Greater Accra. Now, you compare last 2023. Primary, sir. a difference e wo mu pa.
A lot.
Mekai say last 2023 no. Dr. Baumia enya 19,000.
Whilst I can permit me some cross check on my phone.
Okay. Yo enya 19,002. But we shared this year na Emma Ora Ken enya 17,282. Just Greater Accra in Kwao. But this one, no, this year, no, 19,820. Emma Ken may father too because only no pan and you know exactly. Emma Ora Ken this you know recent a year Mokoye when you're 11,333.
That's true.
The question is Ebane saying. Because clearly you could see say
we didn't reduce.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
But honorable Ken, they know drastically. Is it the other force from Dr. Brian? And it's me train is na say
our strategy going into the election first of all was to hold on to our own. Vote first, no. Yankobo ho ban si enye bi anka ho a emi enkolusu vote no nti megidi say other candidates also had their own game plan almost the buy
na ye de na mo de ne de etimi I reducing appreciate
mama na make say mama ebi were a message Dr. Bamia's personal values and attributes and also our strategy that they call election. Our strategy was to win.
Okay.
The last time I can't say me, we were to market a white dress. Whether it will be tone check, or tone pink, or tone black, or tone indigo, and orange.
And the moon show.
Debbie, focus on what will make the white dress sell.
Okay. So does it mean that other places are and also votes in the reduce Kakrano? And no,
we took a hit.
Okay.
You won't gain all. But on the whole, in total, Dr. Baumia performed well in every region. Every region. And you could clearly see that the additional 19 constituencies demonstrate his acceptability. Even in the Kusasi zone, and an opponent, Eka said, Kusasi for Mayani, he won majority of the Boku zone, of the Kusasi dominated areas.
Okay.
It is clear that people also chose hope over fear. Hope that Papa ye beat me at the ashen and said Biamana koji to me a brain over fear. See the manua untiminko winning. And again, people also felt to say, on one canasem, no bunny will trim, or say a bony diano, Yamene prano, or say Wabom him several times. And in 2023, you see, a man, Papa Neswa me mekase, a bay mobile, men canasa. But now a man Crawford so quiet dreams at 2023 or bomonim. Yakoya anye. A cow boy any there's 2024 he had to organize himself. 2023 we won the primaries. Sorry. The following year 2024 he had to mobilize resources again to go for general elections. 2025 I saw someone who be in party in Shishemu ye be a nomination I say I saw Santisim. Then 2026, he has to mobilize money again to fight another elections, meaning the January 31st. The party for no on money matters. They felt that Pape, he can win. Now, I face also his message for me was surgical. And I think as a candidate, was also distinguishing him well. He never lost his cool. He was able to stomach Buzia can't say. Now, my mentor Sebin will be offended by some of the words. Or say, if you ask me the criteria of who a politician should be in Ghana today, the person should have a large capacity to stomach nonsense. Now, Dr. Baumia demonstrated that large capacity. Say, be it attacks or be it whatsoever, he was determined. Say, obey me a to cross the finishing line.
I didn't say I will be by what DNA we are. Now won't speak out. Now would do one. For instance, Abraham Mokwako signing a peace pact. Clearly, you could see say the Dr. Bawumia ye nim no enye saa nipa na ye hu no ho no ma me hwe interview bi a you were like na nani enje because attacks are na eba no na edoso do we nipa why ntina on kasa because you say one kasa mu ayi we yibone
baby ana so kasa no kasa omo ana se ode saa ne ha no eto omonim no ode to omonim
ajajaje ye ne ane ye hwe no mom na so ode to ye
because seven pata papi to credit ranero into a one party leadership
ode to omonim
two presidential elections committee and he was expecting say omuna so mudi hujuma na opani je kufo kan sem bi o se yemu na wo yetrim
but we dey pia mountain
say in so tap on chenia obeje wo
nti wono ne wo no na yemu na yehu wa
mo nyeze muna e ma hu say na we dey ase
na se no muna
baby obeka say na si yeni na dem say da bia na ni pasre
aden o sa ade ye wo ya
we nya de Nsroma na da bia na wasre
I know say no sunti na say wutimi e kasa say because obi akasa ma wonnim akomom say ade na entesa why can't you come out and tell the person say de wo ka no nukre bia say nim na enya mimpo e na me ka asem na wo be mu na
oyi ano our campaign
someone na mo de message but na ye mu bi no na ye expect say obe no kasa
and I'm so he say no corral no kasa say mate seminar no bi aka say ni say na so nya no kre e bi o man ti ni ye ne tosu mi no so he used the party structures to address his grievances.
Oh, okay. No, party structures no to one.
Me gidi say amane ni anye so that day e man ko say na odi ato omonim no nya ho responses.
Oh.
Until he felt to say as a count no there the party's reaction and response no na enkwanim papa. That notwithstanding, it was just about a week or so to the elections. And he didn't want say Yababe sign peace pact. Dr. Bawumia don't know maybe. And no be the news rather than his concerns.
Okay.
Until he once again demonstrated loyalty to party. And oba better jumedie nachi ye wie pe no san kofro wiem shen ko Kumasi ekoto na campaign because now that was the last region and now here.
Okay. Sisi ya enkunimdi aba na fen na enan su tietia bebrebe enso eba yi ene pe person be compare report ya wo ka se ono de nya de se obeka se during campaign obi ka se tia na nti no obehwete obi o kaseti ana na ade nyina wodi nyina to akira ama sese enkabo mu na mu hia. Do you think say
let me be very honest. A woman said that Dr. Bawumia side and him almost receive lot of attacks. But in all fairness, a bit more also so almost no more your campaign team almost to buy inti what be say ye candy for ono so now no say afani afa na no ono said the enrana the minority MPs kosa no and he said one thing or say my focus is for all of us to win 2028 or say me gidi say ubetimi aye adwuma no a emfa ho say obo ami ana wambo ami
okay
no we need to harness the strength in our numbers nia ubetimi aye nia metimi aye nia emfa mom nia emfa nkogitumi
nti eno no ye akumam pefe anaso se bi wo no ma yesa yese ne ntwe janan eso na ho baase ne de
one thing about him, he's a very honest person. He's an honest guy.
Nti se wajaya manaka
he doesn't bear grudges. I don't bear grudges. The only thing is that she say Jumadine Dayanim. Ono aso gitum say in 2024 it will take money be for granted.
Okay.
Into going forward towards 2028, near so ye bia na ono so no ebe na ye easy. Na wumpukra one you'll be comfortable to work for our collective victory in 2028, you know. So also why into who be here say me for afidie so. Na me for afidie so. Me fa Adkye Nsroma afidie so. Na me share the supporters also of Dr. Bawumia. Say we have won the primaries but not the general elections. You see one some ya nipa. And na wu peja de na emu yedua na ye bonu choboy. menti say obi peja pen na waka choboida but ye peja sadi esi animo mema mra na chese we aso ha ye dia peja yenuanum bi wo honom a omu say oh na we akwa akochia yewura no matikwa pai
sana ekoso
normal because you did say na we no cassette ya papa na debi ya to internal one away we hear unuanum na to come on board those of us around the man papa na my list say nuanum ni na yesu yegidi say yesu ye de beka ho the various campaign teams of the other aspirant near the yes, so let's reach out to them.
Okay.
Into yen so ye frefre yenuanum that makes them comfortable to also come and work. No create woman say no na just me money penny as at late in the night na back firm ono no one of the key communicators for one of the leading top 3 aspirants.
Honorable Ken.
For one of the top 3 aspirants. And of friend also, many a cabo friend say, oh, only a yenny shana and also, so someone say, Banny say, and I'm easy. And a Nipanaka so, Obiso Aquaco Cassetiano. Nipano. And I'm so now video now the send us any pana cassette ya. Oh the near 10 seconds. Me ya remember I'm better 3 minutes. Me dey ma forget it 3 minutes. Oh 10 seconds in here in there. But then when because the reality is that we are up against a formidable opponent. NDC as a sitting government, as a ruling party, almost also no, they are not going to take chances in 2028. The more I yes here reach out to Union, and as I say, one of the key advisors, one of the top 3 aspirants, not out of the Dr. Baumia side, the second and third, well, one of the aspirants is key is Sene and not your brem. So as a nipa back also around us, or more communicators back or one of the region. Also when you in few communication platforms on the intimate, I reached out to them and I'm so munjama and yeah. So these are things that post elections. We also have to manage it. Yeah, boa party leadership to manage the situation. And then Nana Kumia can say the chunk of the work, whether it will be united or disunited, will come from the presidential candidates end. Now, they said Dr. Baumia has demonstrated, say,
okay, so far, we been Dr. Baumia and say, Mamimbisa say, other 4, you know, aspirants are no more kind of hono. Apart from say, Munina, Mushi, I declare no say, one hour, winning Munina Becasai, no. After no, or more Akasebium. And on one reach out to them and also reach out to
yes, no. they've been reaching out to him.
Okay.
Ebi so abefie ababecha no amano trinkwa. Meaning say amomaka ne so no ebeba enche.
Okay.
Enra na say bakubiba. But me femu dem nya the feedback here. But the baby will show you, I'll be able to confirm say Obaya and Sana Makacho.
Okay.
But meaning say the Honorable Cabinet Japan bane ho. The Honorable Dr. Yao say Duchum so bane ho. The other 2 numbers may confirmation be of one of the meetings.
Okay.
So not me back so I can then confirm.
Okay. Before the primary so now we will be a woje and come share any polls edi. Ojidi.
Ubusa.
Mibisa.
I believe in everything.
You believed in everything. At that time,
I don't rule out spirituality.
Okay.
Yes. But me jitu also say spirituality alone and a prophecy alone without groundwork obebre.
Oh, okay.
Because emra na mana kra eton. Na mana entungu bi afie e olden days Bible. Na mana etogu a location na wakwa akoso aba. Na me ba ha bibu me ma 2 quotations from the Bible. One quotation from the Bible, one from the Holy Quran. Me de call Bible with the book of Zechariah chapter 4 verse 9. Na me say Zerubbabel won sana wo de ahye dan na se no. Wo de sa ansa no be. Meaning that you have to start with your hands. And so we should be biase. Na nyankopon ato nhyensu eguso. Aboa ma de nsanewie.
Okay.
You cannot say you sit down, fold your arms for God to build from the scratch for you. Now me sound call Holy Quran chapter 13 verse 11. Or say no kre Allah wo we on se sanipa ne shebre. This nipa ne to anamon so be se sani shebre. So meaning you also have a role to play even in the spiritual matters.
Okay.
Me hu obi aya hye ne nkom se ope akwentuo akwa manone. Wakwa so ya me ahye wonkom. So afi we be wafe. Ubenya moa ubetu kwan. When taking steps to get a passport. Na watwen 31st night was say so for we ehye nkom na moame. Ebia na akwanya bi ba owadwumem. Yesi e de nkofo etu kwan akwa hwese. O passport so ye mini passport. God cannot go to the passport office and fulfill that obligation for you. Yes, I believe in prophecies. I actually do. Okay. And I consult a lot.
Oh.
Yes.
Pastors.
Yeah, I consult. So can be chairman. Me double check it.
Okay.
Because I have my TBN no creda. And I'm TBN no creda. But don't be can't chairman, I won't dismiss it. Me so no me de be query at the NMB. I also will seek other opinion.
It doesn't mean
I don't rule out prophecies. Okay. However, I believe prophecies without groundwork and then forget it.
Inti eba say other prophets can say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nya de so be win no. Mo consult ye.
Oh, near the ye say na enye bakope na waka say na win. We had a couple of them who said Dr. Bawumia winning. We also had several of them who said Dr. Bawumia be winning.
Okay.
It's all the NSA you have to keep pushing.
No, maybe person who say mo shemo na tell me about say on winning and I want to believe in prophecies no.
The truth is that some of them I buy no. And you see a young sharing, but it was worrying.
Okay.
Worrying because nipa na shenkom no keke. Na on dramatize ya. Washenkom. But when nipa no take steps, na be daily repetition. Na sanso koye media engagement. Now to say we're beginning to think beyond the prophecy.
Okay.
We then saw it as a campaign strategy.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
No more a prophecy.
Because I didn't move it from the pulpit to the studio. A movie from the pulpit to the political platform.
Okay.
And at that point, we needed to also think political and focus on our campaign. Okay. And one thing, so said, we psyched our candidate to keep his eye on the ball.
Okay.
Now, I can say we are marketing a white dress. Forget about check.
Okay.
Forget about blue. Forget about red. Forget about black. Keep your eye on the white dress.
Enti eba ne sa results no e show say wono na edi nkunim no. Jubilation no was set wedding nkunim na se prophecy a ye kan say emmemu no ontumi mbeye no.
In his campaign, he kept saying, there was a king of Persia, your friend King Cyrus. Cyrus, even though he was from a Muslim area, no more boy Israel for. Maybe you are moving from the Persia. It's today's Iran. He said, so no pokrade or say a dish here from Ghana. No, Jitum said, Nyamia kwine, enye nipa kwine. And I tell you, J. Kufuor heading to the year 2000. Yes, say Okonfa not Shenkombi several hundreds of years ago. Say ma Asante Nibia and Fra Kunya Kesiye be beyond Asante Hine. As J. Kufuor and Paba, he kept his eye on the ball. He became president of the republic. Nanado Dankwa Kufuor. Asofo na bia ka se nabusuam yendi akonya yendi president. Omo ka se in fact even said na nabusuam kwa they are cursed. They even said so on the John. Cause yenya John Rawlings, yenya John Kufuor, yenya John Mills, yenya John Mahama. He wasn't a John. But God made him president with the support of one so effort to put it in. Until we were clear in our minds to say, put in your effort.
Okay.
But where you don't put in an effort, you have a problem. But I can say it's a majority of the prophecies were in favor of Dr. Baumia. Oh. If you want to also measure the temperature, check 31st night.
I don't convince him more. I'm buy say on to me no moment.
But we're not even looking at the numbers.
But we're determined that yes, was louder.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Is that we decided to remain more focused was when the prophecy moved from the pulpit to the studio.
Okay.
And moved from the pulpit to the platform.
Okay.
The banner started near who say politics.
Politics. I see.
And I'm happy say you know. Omo manti Nyankopon call ni. Nyankopon e frɛ na me nyina ho bi. Na obi so frɛ ni nyame na obi nyina ho. Nti omo manti Nyankopon call a ofrɛ omo. They've come out says we there yanti nyame ne on this matter well. But my main for a few so let me sound a word of caution. If for your Dr. Baumia supporter, let's give thanks to God our candidate has won. Don't get into a banter with a man of God.
Okay.
Forget it. Jasani Panama ni Nyankopon. Ni Nyankopon akwa. Inti nipa no any conversation with God. You are happy that your candidate won. We are happy that the prophets that also prophesied in your favor, they've been vindicated because the work I put in, Nyankopon shira so man. And I make say the Holy Book of Quran 13 verse 11, or say Allah, verily, 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 Allah will not change the condition of a group of people until they change it. Until the steps we took, Allah blessed it. The same was underscored by the book of Zechariah 4:9. Was Zerubbabel on Sana de Asher Dinas with the sons and baby. Elections are over. Don't get into an argument with the men of God.
Okay.
Let's keep our eye on the ball. Why? Because it's not all the time that they will get it right. But we're also a foothold to men of God. Don't play God. Men yet don't assume the role say uye nyame.
Okay. So sana based on their buying.
Yes, because you see, there was a king in the Bible, King Hezekiah. He was told he was going to die by a prophet of God. Okone dem kubunko to je sungu ni Nyankopon se Nyankopon kai ni amaye na kai me bre na kai akwan a onem yetu. Even though the prophet had a message from God, nipa no took steps eko ni Nyankopon enim. God added 15 more years. And you know, you're God's representative on earth. Don't assume the role say uye nyame. Nyankopon na kasa fa wo. But men mane assume say nia obi so Nyankopon aka kire no. It's totally wrong. And I think that would be I'm not a man of God. Even though my role model Samuel was a prophet, prophet of God.
That be a prophet.
That minya called here. Saying there, Nina Wunyamense. But Minya call no. But I don't think I'll be a bad man of God.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I see.
So the difference between the pastor's pulpit and the politician's platform is that you're a pastor or you're a minister of God, or you're a politician or you're a minister of the people.
I see.
Yes.
So for now, we are
minister of the people.
I see. So with time, the God and best other can.
Say call no bar. Reverend in team for the so no nya call no enter na me na no e call na e beba no.
Okay.
Me dey my but ebia me nim se beba me tiase ya but Nyankopon ma na ba why not?
Why not?
But the advice no I want it to be very clear. Me say you are a mortal. We are a vessel of God. When you're a man of God. Because when you assume the roles and say, we're replacing Nyankopon, you begin to feel more powerful than the maker, the man you're doing. It can't be nama or share the social media, we more trouble for we more it's I just think it should stop. We start teasing and the attacks and all. But that doesn't mean say yes also said it mean to Nyamini pass so for. near catch on say it's not the time you get it right. And until every prophecy abenyano, make sure it's tested.
Okay.
Make sure say where mununya kopon so di hun kita hun ye. And also in your communication of it, know that nyankopon na kasa fa, but don't replace your human self with God. Say nyawo kano final. Even God cannot change his mind. No.
Okay. Now no ya share hu de. Ya share monam de. Owura Musa dankwa. De ono so ni hwehwe mu ba ya o ka se ono de o kagina so aka se nhwehwe ya wa ye nya de se ebetime asesa. Ba ye no so no aye no kresa. Time odi kan e de ne post ne ba na gidi.
I mean, first of all, we're working towards a win. Let me be very honest. You're contracting many posters.
Okay.
Both local and foreign.
If you momo.
Yes. Musa Dankwa was doing his own work as a poster. As an oyeno. Yes, also internally, we had contracted posters that constantly they were telling us where we stood and the data. And one of our biggest concerns was even Greater Accra. Yes.
Are not in favor Mosana?
Midway through the campaign, the figures there not in favor.
Okay.
Getting to the last quarter of the campaign, still into Greater Accra, when the data became clear, said we needed to work them more. Yet to Yahungu move different constituencies. Okay. Secondly, the former second lady had to be campaigning in Greater Accra. You had Nana Kumia had to be campaigning in parts of Greater Accra. Hassan Tampuli had to be campaigning in parts, Cabo, Honorable Paransa, myself. Together with our regional campaign team and then our constituency and electoral area campaign team. So it's good when you have data. Okay. And then what you need to kill, and it paid off.
So doesn't mean say they are not being so I can say we suppose maybe bana say in favor of so send me pedia send me kwa kutie sika na yaka amana ye me.
And no the one I will postpone obituary.
Hey.
Yes, because if what the data is telling you say Abeka Junction.
No, but maybe mo dear no na nye say dada mo.
That be the
and as a fact no cre children no more attitude that said them can say ana oyi or say binum say oh makochi eska and ye come na favor wo mo keke but we say any aka say contract say binum tin ma me bisasa no
and I catch them say be brutally frank with us.
Oh okay in that be enim.
Yes, even though we did well in Esojaman in 2023 for the first time you also had the spokesperson for Dr. Brian Echampon, who was an immediate past parliamentary candidate. And the other parliamentary candidates who had been there before Pius, we had significant belief and evidence that they were not supporting us. And, you know, it's an example I'm giving you. For instance, I had to be deployed to a Sojaman.
Okay.
And one of the days, whilst I was watching my brother Pius on your show, I was watching him from a Sojaman.
Don't know what I say, because I know what we see nechi.
And yes, I'm a sinechi. I'm a boy Jumano.
Oh, boy Jumano.
And Bamia won a Sojaman. And the check data, I don't know, baby. Yeah. Now, for instance, Okre constituency, which is my next door neighbor. The MP, the Miaminia Nyenchen, no, a Brian coordinator was wrong. Whereas a Equiapim North and a Equiapim South secured, no, not a honor, but who say honor quaya brimpon tokwa. Tina say Nipa so we we lost by 6 votes, 7 votes.
Oh, okay. There's an end.
But meaning say we could have lost by hundreds. Into the data will have to tell you where you are bleeding and where you need to go.
I see.
Into the polls held the campaign. Okay. I'm not one of the people who rubbishes polls. Okay. Provided Nipano a credible. And you adeba mission a man may a course war amanone. Or say you hire people for them to tell you what to do. You don't hire people for you to tell them what they have to do.
I mean, There's the things you want to hear.
Yes, and for instance, is broadcaster and our host show. A bear ya say no for say Kwame Despite. Ebe mesika editu ya oka monthly. No asan frɛ wa no pa. Aka cho say show no ye ni say na na be ma menya results. Unu production. Not just en say ko high. But once I will host no. Na be ka cho say me share the markets of ya. Me gidi say we na ebia say management eboa me year it can help expand our reach. So you are telling management what they have to do to improve upon the program.
Okay.
This also now contracted a poster. They are supposed to tell you where you are bleeding.
Okay.
Not you telling them, say, I had this me bleeding to Koye post. No, give them an open mind. For instance, may cooperate for MP. May run in needs assessment in all the 32 electoral areas in my constituency by an independent research group and posters. To make a campaign in 2024, me do have say, me say, I have say, some be ma she be joinia. When I'm person me yamamu. When I'm did say here, and when the people know said their needs now you are communicating, they also know that you know their problem.
Okay. And now
and some of them I knew that I don't know which polls they were looking at, but I clearly knew that there are not elections on Bekobebia. Yes, and you don't need me to mention names.
Of course, I want you to mention names.
But that's a results by
maybe last minute.
Last minute. Mama, last minute the society me but a progressive. Miracles happen. I know Jesus is still in the miracle business. But it must be backed by strategic.
Okay. Nti Musa Dankwa de ba ya obeka say etom pepepe.
I think he did this work. I mean, he did this work and he got his figures.
Sana because I mean it was so accurate. That's what I'm trying to say. But anche enu ye ya na yesen hu another one a woman I know dear ye 2028. I'm pretty sure say we won't be.
Me tie na is on was it Joy or so? And okay, so we in your year in December. Saturday and Towaba.
Okay.
Saturday and Towaba. And they have really be the changing field of politics.
Okay.
And at the voter psychology. Even though any polls, no, Musa also did not drill down to the constituencies, even in ours.
Okay.
Okay. The Biane said, for instance, what we had in Greater Accra is significantly improved. In Volta in 2023, Kennedy Japan won Volta. But in 2026, Brian won Volta.
Yeah.
Me sure said that Dr. Brian campaign team knew that one region that was in the bag was Eastern region. Because they said I heard him quite strongly saying, said MPs 15 vote a can't even 500 year influence. But then the results came and you realize that Eastern region, Dr. Baumia won over 50% of the votes in the Eastern region. So if it be the changing field, the man has just been elected. He has enormous goodwill. Let's see how for him as a flag bearer, or the work is cut out for him. He knows he must deliver. And he won't always get it right. He's human. But Baumia will not deliberately get it wrong. Let me repeat. Dr. Baumia will not always get it right as a person, but he won't deliberately get it wrong as a leader.
I see.
So the leader hopan will be team no. But what we nipa be from so beba. And tenuntina utie futuo. And my more name penny for a boy no so abaso pa. His campaign team did a good job. I remember the Honorable Osei Mensah so abaso. Honestly, it was a pleasure working with him on the campaign.
Wow.
And yesterday was his birthday.
Oh,
to me, happy birthday.
69th?
Yes.
Hey.
And for, working with him, this is somebody, well, he's seen it all as a member of parliament, as a majority leader, as a minority leader, as a very senior party person. But the way I know the young people who relate to our campaigning. For instance, me kai say call baby Lejo Kuku koye campaign. na me kasa ya ansa na me introduce you Dr. Bawumia ye wie no me kasa wie ya me no say no me kasa ne koye, but he thinks that I only push the message more of consistency. Say Kufuado, but he thinks that Dr. Bawumia is beyond just the message of consistency. But I have to also speak about his integrity, his credibility, and his track record.
Wow.
Or corrected me in a nice way. And not just me, many members of the campaign. MC Kwaya Adene or Fred calmly. And he worked well. He was the father of the campaign.
I see.
And then our campaign manager, Honorable Opari Ansa. Funny enough, when the Honorable C.H. Mensah was minority leader at a point, Opari Ansa is the chief whip. So we had both the leader and the whip on the campaign as campaign chairman and campaign manager. And then also for the various leaders within the campaign, I mean, they did a phenomenal job. Okay. Someone like Nana Komia. I became a good communicator because of Nana Komia. He's my super boss's boss. And he was communications director when I was made a deputy communications director. I was made deputy communications director under him when I just come out of school.
And then you
a lot. And one thing about Komia is he has a good temperament. No. You're on your own. When you go with him with idea, and what can I catch it? That's him.
Until Obeka say, "Once so boom for
I learned that from him.
I see.
Because I was a wasteful emotion. we worked under him nicely, and he's one pleasant gentleman. Then you had several of these strong guys on the campaign, the ladies, the gentlemen, then our youth team. The youth team, let me also single them out. They waged a relentless campaign.
Okay.
And these are young people, they were calling their peers. No more album. The man's call center, also young people, calling over 211,000 people. And phenomenal. Then you have his social media team. They served as his backbone to propagate it. So I think that Dr. Bawumia had a very good campaign team. Yeah, the advices when they come. We become bala for. You check your alignment. And I senior Honorable Fred Owai.
Okay.
Fred Owai. Baby, me see a senior campaign advice.
And I'm making this advice, no, maybe so much. No,
Fred Owai said, no, two good boys under him.
There are certain words I'm missing. You so
Pepe.
Okay, since you will come up with painful.
And you know, Cabo also handed over to me as youth organizer.
Oh, and yes, someone can someone hear more.
When he sees a problem, without us talking, you be share with meeting. Maybe can't that problem. He has seen the same problem.
Wow.
So it made it easier.
Same technical
I think so, because we've dealt with the young people.
Okay. Yeah, can't pay what painful. Yes, I see. I would do Dr. Bawumia and any sort of say, you know, more free a party. You know, say more prayer can see the ultimate year 2028 elections. Amunina more body roofer and kabomo. If Musa down quite edited so the mobile was go down grassroots no near the Munina dear a ban and kabomo money problem. But where be frabano a straw. A near share my sebejamua. A dom kuma more honomo. Ye some chauffeur, yet it be leader no ubika say the way Dr. Bawumia when we leader ko ye nyina bebo ma ye adwuma e de na ekọ so say minim se bi wanya intel bi ne de etiti no no say ese mo pese mo ho no e free ho no mo nti ama or the adashare anase bi say because of course I would say bibi de yetete no nti na mi enkabomu wo ho
there's real unity, and in fact Dr. Bawumia himself a minority ni pay na courtesy call no or can say Osiato Abanawi near that enemy is to win 2028. And he also said, Moamo, you be and support him. But he also said, in fact, his path to victory was through Parliament. And I quote him because I say he had significant numbers from the MP side. He had in excess of about 65 from Parliament. And it made it easier for them to also carry him across the finishing line. But said, and you'll be honest support him. But so one support, don't feel so because one support him, you know, we can work. And our leader also gave a very good of us say, look, say we are all going to work together with you to make sure we produce a president in 2028.
Okay.
He also said, last year we didn't have a leader. So I say, yeah, in the minority side, near dream a chair in Parliament near without anybody cross-checking with us.
We didn't have a leader, as I say.
No, leader of the party, more or less, presidential candidate. But now, whatever we are doing must also fit into the general strategy of the presidential candidate. And the leader also, and on behalf of the minority, gave him these assurances. And the man says his major focus is how all of us, one, can unite, two, can work, three, to produce majority in 2029 January and president in 2029 January. I just will be only around, and some of them were genuine. One man and a home fan.
Okay.
In fact, if you are here, no na Bema and share so much journey. No nuntimi me do it. Oba so ba be chia ira. Me sure say mo video ni bi. Yes. Dr. Amwa. Nti obi biara
nkabo mu no say no beka say wana gradually after
the way our results na koye nobody could challenge the results.
Okay.
A year na maintain me ho ase bi bem. Ya preventing me agents from Abia sitting here. Abia menko for your momunya access. Yeah, they acquired them. It wasn't like that. In terms of security, it was on point. A burden for you to challenge. In fact, from the Bamia side, we felt that we were not even treated well with some of our concerns. For instance, the proxy vote for these external branches for it.
And what the number interest of
because we had worked with them. Over 800 of them couldn't vote. And in an election where every vote counts, but
how sure you say nipa 800
because we had also done our work.
But we had done our engagement. Hide behind proxy
you can have inbuilt measures. I'm challenging that accession. It's been part of our electoral cycle and process since time immemorial. And now our concern was not just the voting, but how it bit me affected the morale of the external branches. Me can't complicate matters. Near Osimpremu yewa America mine. Man penny over. On krata krano udwane. Na obia 7 krata NCC boy ya party executive. Was one right down. And met Waba. Obeda Sanko. As a honor, your party, Juma de Bois. And then the issue of TESCON. We raised issues about 59 of these TESCON presidents that we had engaged in some way and crawl for. We are not part of the process. Here, you the way I make say, what's your process now? The way about to acquire now. You be in a better day. Say, oh, challenge BB. A can be Nama, if you majo. Into a say Juma easily, and for people to rally around the flag bearer.
Okay.
Yeah, now be a chinchi mobinsa mantem and once in the idea that incubates me a kofa saba. Even though we disagree with some of the decisions of the Presidential Elections Committee, my member Mabaso for also help steering the process to a successful end.
Okay. Me jawa mawako. Na I mean regions ni nyina he fa na mutimi again constituencies ni bi e won na won expect say nka mo betimi.
I think Greater Accra. Greater Accra will be the can one and let me even check it well.
Greater Accra against no.
Greater Accra for instance in 2023 no you 19 constituencies out of the 34. But in 2026, you have 32 constituencies
32.
out of 34. So meaning we only lost 2 constituencies in Greater Accra. We gained a total of 13 in addition. And that was one of the single biggest gains. And then also we're expecting the Eastern region like this. We thought we were really going to suffer a lot, especially with the candidates coming from there, among the top 3.
Minus 1.
No. Eastern in 2023, when we didn't have any candidate from there, we had 29 out of 33. But in 2026, we had 24 out of, and which for us was significant, like in terms of our ability to hold Eastern region.
Western region, yes. Western North, rather than
yes, Western North. And on the whole, I think the man did well. He gave a good account of himself, but he knows to whom much is given, much is expected.
I see. Into one more can say, 2023, the percentage was 61. 62.
They are not reading the game.
Now, not
61 and 56. They are not reading the game. There's election. Not just elections want something in your core party.
So I mean
elections more at the Adkye Nsroma in your core.
I see.
Now Udwanti fifra unhu. Because if we were not stretched as a team, then it's a lie.
Okay. Until after Bibiano, Obaka say you are so proud of the outcome.
We are proud of our candidate.
Okay.
And for many people who thought he couldn't even win. It's a personal achievement for him, for himself, and even people that were his allies in 2023, high-profile people, in 2026, they turned their backs on him because they felt that he cannot win.
Okay.
But Wamana Bemwembu, the grassroots also supported him, and with these results, it is clear that he's a popular candidate by the grassroots.
I see.
Yes.
Honorable, Mame Emma won for another semi chat one to join. Sorry.
Ni American na ne say ni Mame embo party phone na baso. E si hine ne to ahine for. Ye wie ni say no. One party with one destiny and a common purpose. Pesi adiko win in 2028. Ya to abewie. You've had the weekend unia na obesre na wasre na kakra let's have a winning formula. So no the other campaign teams now be boom, because on our own we cannot do it, but we can definitely as a team as also to achieve excellence in 2020. I'm confident in Southern Sayem Ambassador Basakom na ye de odo etechia e betimi aboa yera Dr. Baumia to win, and obi biara so one supported Dr. Baumia know that it's the MPP that has won. Yeah, man, an opportunity. No, some why na in winning elections. Say, Oye Baumia supporter know that as soon as that also say, we've been able to produce a flag bearer. You haven't produced a president. Into yenye juma with yenuanuna to produce a president in 2029 January 7th. Thank you.
Thank you too. Na ye brena so de but mami
I'm on for today.
So munua no mendisi for so that about me amodna be de fala na me adma 2028 de
omo can be chair in 2016 omo say na don de John anti omo say on de John emfa yetiana non John ebe ye president and na omo therefore so aso catch so nanado 77 preduasa the height in it won't be president. Now, me a photo of the mom say, and I mean, will be written by Oliver Vomao. Oliver Vomao. Or same, you have people that out of a Bufoman to Obama NPP in 2024. These people, some of them now who are willing to vote for the NPP in 2028. A lot has happened about way by. Now, me sure said the next time I'll be frame about we can discuss that. Obi wo ho no mo about who wins in so no ye adwuma kama. Ye kwa 2024 isan se ni nua bi atia ne na so nti. Se men koto aba. Or therefore ebusia ba ye NDC for ba ye. Aba na wo wan koto 2024. Ya san so na yi wafi adwuma wo ye mi terminate. I te say ye na yesu nyame se ye be ko heaven. Kwesi adedu wakwa sorry the Bible me de manus asori dem ho nom Nyankopon abefa ne de won rapture utun se nipa akosro wa nipa akoko na awie wa heaven wenye bia anko o Bible so ade ko so a obi oti wachi so awia Bible nti wo kofia
we ko heaven
se
du kofia de
tu kofia ni ebusa asori no ko ya because okoya na wan because o Bible na evidence of the coin obi awia wo asori dem mo heaven so a wan ko bi nti wa wan koto aba na obi won abufo nti no one aban we ba na agidi se na anka reset bebo no ya reset wo ma okofie nti reset no wan enjoy bi and aba no so a wan koto we have a second chance. And about the next time, I'm sure we'll have an opportunity to go into national issues. And then you might be a better. But so you better mass, you better year say Kwame Despite belated happy birthday. And you able to domina. Afishapa.
I think comment so ye. I was for Honorable Samuel Uko Esquire MP Ma. Oman for work your pem North constituency and ane ya bon common. No repem you ever seen Shiani addressco because NGBia na omo executives no na ade so mekwa akoto ba nti ho no so nkomo ye bebo pass abedi da ye ho ne age aboafo nkrate ba ebedwafo aye krade ba bediga na ho nkomo enko be bia beba sisia
Yeah, Branche. Rockstar. Okay, this yeah. Oh yeah. Sikani e